going on, y'all? In today's video, I'm gonna be giving you the top 5 best class setups to be using in Modern Warfare 3 Season 1. If any of these class setups do help you out, make sure you click that thumbs up button. It'll help other people find this video and they can have the best setups in Season 1. And if you guys are brand new, make sure you subscribe with that bell icon rung and you'll be notified the next time I post a video. And with all that being said, let's hop into the first class setup. Starting off a little crazy, we have the M4 for Modern Warfare 2. Now, hear me out. I know. I haven't touched or talked about any of these weapons since the release of Modern Warfare 3, but there's a good reason it's on this list. It was actually recently buffed. They increased the damage range so it kills a little bit more quickly at longer range engagements. And I also have some MW3 attachments on this. So starting off, I have the 45 round magazine. 60 I think is a little too much. I don't think you need it, especially with the buff it received. I think 45 is more than enough. You get to preserve some of that mobility. You'll be good with that. Next, we have the X10 grip. So I get sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed. So the weapon comes up quicker after sprinting, and I can be quick and snappy with my shots with that increase in aim down sight speed. I have on the Tempest P80 strike stock, and this is awesome. You get aim walking speed, so you can strafe quicker, making it way more challenging for enemies to land shots on you. We get an increase in aim down sight speed once again, and sprint speed, so we can get around the map a lot more quickly, be more aggressive, and get more kills. We then have on the good old high tower 20-inch barrel, where we get a massive increase in bullet velocity and range, furthering what the buff gave us in that increase in damage range. So this will just make us eliminate enemies so fast in longer ranges. On top of that, we get more recoil control, which you can never go wrong with. And then my final attachment is this Modern Warfare 3 muzzle, the X10 ported 290. This is phenomenal. You get a huge increase in vertical recoil and a pretty decent increase in horizontal recoil control. So bring this to the firing range. I have some tracers on, so it might be a little messy with the taking enemies out here, but dude, it doesn't move. The M4 is the best it has ever been. Try this out. Our second class setup, we have the Bass B, which yet again, another weapon, believe it or not, that received a buff in Season 1. They actually increased the damage in semi-auto mode, so we'll check that out here in a little bit. First, let me give you these attachments. So I got the 30 round magazine on. For some reason, when I reload with the 45, it is way too slow. Even with mag holster, which is essentially fast hands, it is just too slow. I can't stand it. But thankfully, the Bass B takes enemies out so quickly. The 30 round magazine is honestly more than enough. I threw in the high grain rounds where I get an increase in bullet velocity and damage range, which is going to increase my performance on the Bass B in longer ranges. I then threw on the Stir 45 Sky Fury compensator. Any type of bounce, recoil that the Bass B has, thrown out the window. It is as accurate as a laser beam. I mean, the huge increase in recoil control is so noticeable. We have the Bruin Venom long barrel on, and this gives us a boost in our bullet velocity and range. Once again, this just allows us to 3-shot at long range gunfights. It is such a broken weapon, better than any AR in my personal opinion. And on top of that, we get some gun kick control and recoil control, which you can never go wrong with. And then throw an optic on. The iron sights aren't the best, at least in my opinion. I got the Mark III reflector, and another really good option that you could use is any of the red dots, honestly. Slate reflector is another really good one. Now, we can bring this to the firing range. I'm going to show you this in full auto and in semi-auto, which is what it got buffed in. So full auto, you could see it literally doesn't move. And then we get left on the D-pad, and now we are in semi. 2-shot right there. Wait, I missed my shot. Another 2-shot there, and right here, a 3-shot kill at long range. That is insane. For class up number 3, we're changing things up. We got an SMG, the WSP Swarm, which I think is the fastest killing SMG. I'm gonna show you that in the firing range. Quickly though, my attachments. We got the 50 round mag. You can see my fire rate is damn near max out. It fires very quickly. So you're going to be burning through ammo. You're going to want to throw in the 50 round mag. If you're playing shipment rust, go ahead and run the 100 round drum. I wouldn't blame you because, again, you will be burning through ammo. But any other map, the 50 should be more than enough. We have the Marauder grip. Golly, that is... I cannot say that. With this, we get firing, aim stability, gun kick control, and recoil control. Going back to that fire rate, the weapon's also going to be a little bit harder to control. So we're going to need this to control that high fire rate, and that'll help us land a lot more of our shots. I then have on the FTAC MSP98 hand stop. And with this, once again, more gun kick control, vertical recoil control, and I also get aim walking speed, so I get strafe quicker, making it more challenging for enemies to land shots on me. and movement speed so I can be more aggressive, get around the map a lot more quickly, get more kills. I threw on the WSP optic long barrel, and once again, that high fire rate, I want to control it to the best of my ability, and no better attachment than this where I get recoil control and gun kick control. And then my final attachment that brings everything together, the FSS Fortress Heavy Stock. Another huge boost in my gun kick control and recoil control. Bring this to the firing range. This cracked out fire rate is just so controllable now. So boom, medium range right here. It's probably the longest range you should be fighting with this in, but laser beam right here too. We still, here, let me reload, hold on. Again, you burned through ammo, 50 rounds. A little harder, but it's manageable. And I mean, with the fire rate that high, realistically, you probably shouldn't be competing in those range gunfights. Once again, I think this is the fastest killing SMG. Class setup number 4, we have the Rival 9. Now this has way more range than that WSP Swarm did. This is so much more reliable in my personal opinion, and you could really compete with some of the ARs in this game. So my first attachment, I had the 50 round drum so I could take out multiple enemies without having to reload. I kind of go back and forth with the 40 and 50. It honestly ends up being personal preference at the end of the day. I got the Rival Vice Assault Grip, where this just gives me a very big boost in recoil control, so that'll help me land a lot more of my shots and reduce the bounce on the Rival 9. We got the Purifier Muzzle Brake, and now this, you do lose out on bullet velocity and range, but in my opinion, it is worth it because with this muzzle, this is what really allows you to compete at medium to long ranges because it is just beyond accurate. So you can see the boost you get in there. We got the Rival C Clear Shot Barrel, and this is what really gives you that damage range and bullet velocity. This is what really allows you to compete at those longer ranges as well. The combination of the barrel and the muzzle is amazing. And on top of that, you do regain what you lost on the muzzle. So this is a necessity. And then my final attachment is the MTZ Marauder stock. And once again, just another increase in my accuracy and recoil control. You're gonna see, just this rounds out to just be so good with not only mobility, looks good, but it is so, look at that. The ADS speed is just insanely cracked, super quick and snappy. And you're gonna see, I mean, it literally, like I said, you can compete at any range with this Rival 9. It is unbelievable. You can see the thing legitimately just does not move. Amazing. And then our fifth and final class setup is going to be the HOLGER 556. Now, yes, this was sadly nerfed like 2 to 3 weeks ago, but it is still, in my opinion, the best AR in Modern Warfare 3. So my first attachment is a 40 round magazine, so you can take out multiple enemies without having to reload. Sadly, this is the biggest magazine. If we had like a 50, that would have been perfect. But our next attachment is these high grain rounds. Our HOLGER 556 will just be so much more effective and stronger at medium to long range gunfights. We then have on the X10 ported 290 muzzle. We had this on our previous AR. I honestly can't remember the name of it right now. But with this, I mean, you just get a huge boost in that recoil control. There's no way you're missing any shots with this on. We then have on the Krios 6-match barrel, and this gives us an increase in bullet velocity in range. So once again, when you have this barrel plus our ammunition on, this thing is just so deadly at long ranges. No one can compete. And on top of that, they're also giving you recoil control and gun kick control, which is beyond helpful. And then my final attachment, any type of optic, whatever you prefer. Iron sights aren't the best in my opinion. We got the Mark III reflector. I think the slate reflector is another good option. I'm gonna throw that one on. I'll bring this to the firing range and you're gonna see, dude, very good ADS speed. You got great mobility as well. And then you could see, I mean, it deletes. By far, this in the Bass P setup I gave you, seriously, nothing competes at long range. These are the two beasts of the game. And no matter what class setup out of these 5 that you use, I use the exact same perks and whatnot. So we got the CCT comms vest, I got scavenger gloves, lightweight boots, EOD padding, and then mag holster. For all 5 of these setups, this is my go-to multiplayer loadout. So try those out for yourselves. Let me know what you guys think of them. If you made it to the end, click that thumbs up button you obviously enjoyed, and make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so I can see you in the next upload. All right, you guys all stay safe, have a great day, and I'm out. Peace.